Not only did Fox not do justice to the Fantastic Four, even Marvel Studios didn't really get him right. So let's compare the movies and the comics version of Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic himself. And remember, like the video if you like the video. And if you really like the video, subscribe. In a first for this team, a name that has nothing to do with his powers. Wow, look, okay, we get it, you're the leader of the Fantastic Four. His powers being stretchiness and malleability, creating a challenge for modern day writers. How do you make that power remotely interesting or formidable? Oh look, he can turn into a wheel. So the movies, it's Ioan Gruffudd. He was hot stuff at the time after the TV show Hornblower. So yes, he's very stretchy, used to plenty of comedic effect. It's time for a comedy montage. Oh look, he's run out of toilet paper because he didn't check before he sat down, LOL. It means though when the Thing punches him he's not affected. Later on he pretty much incapacitates Ben Grimm, which is pretty impressive, but Thingy's not really as tough as he should be, is he? He uses the stretchiness to crush this postbox before slinging it at Dr. Doom, which is pretty good. Oh look, there's that wheel move from earlier. And then I find this move where he flattens himself out and covers up Doom a little bit weird if I'm being honest. But there's some skill on show here where he adapts his body into like a reverse water slide to direct the water at Doom. And we know how that ends. So sequel time now, we're back with the comedy. Even the music just screams comedy capers. But he's been a bit of a dick putting his bag in over there, to be honest. I'd be having a word with him if I was on that flight. The film really makes an effort to show how useful his power is in everyday situations. He can text super fast with his big long thumbs, he can dance with some sexy ladies in special ways, and presumably he's gone to the effort of making this shirt, pants and v-neck sleeveless sweater all made of the same super material that stretches with him. Okay. The London Eye scene later shows just how far he can stretch though, and it's a lot, we're talking hundreds of feet here. And then in comedy moment number 155 in the sequel, we see another example of his reflexive adaptability. His body will automatically change and absorb big hits like this giant slab of rock and the piece of wool, hitting him and him instantly becoming flat and not getting hurt. So it's reboot time, and now to be fair to Josh Trank's version, I do like the body horror elements to it, and the effects on how Reed's body stretches are really good, and a lot more just realistic, as much as you can be, than Tim Story's version. I also like that it's showcasing not just that he can stretch, but he can alter his body, so he can change his face to look like someone else. Very cool, if not done very well effects wise. The jungle fight showcases his abilities a bit more, using them in interesting ways, and his reaction time, dodging a stun gun thing. But in the terrible little bit of a fight with Doom at the end, he's dodging rocks, and it looks just so fucking choreographed, and he's got his little punches like Douse him in Street Fighter 2 that clearly do nothing. But I guess he's distracting Doom because he's got the smarts, right? Krasinski's version, I'm skipping over. World's smartest brain telling Wanda that Black Bolt's mouth can kill her. Nice one, dickhead. Now, Reed in the comics is talked about as being one of the smartest men alive, and he can build almost anything. And he's also got a history of fucking sick jokes, mate. Victor Von Doof, ho ho ho, got him. But look, we're focusing on his powers. He can obviously stretch, and he shows some decent strength with it as well. Punching grey gargoyle hard enough to break a wall, staggering a giant psycho woman. God, these psycho baddies are shit. He can carry the Thing with one arm, who's definitely a heavy fucker. And he makes the most of that stretchy durability too. When Wolverine is brainwashed and attacking him, his claws can't do anything because Reed keeps stretching to accommodate him. When Wolvie's son Daken has a go, again he can't cut him. It does seem to hurt him a little bit though. There's a freaky moment during Secret Invasion when a Skrull shoots him point blank and he turns into some spaghetti monster thing just reacting to being shot. And an interesting use of his power in the comics once is when he increases his mass and strength, just like when Reed amped himself up like the Thing and staggered Onslaught. No mean feat. And look, a whole other video needs to be done on his intellectual feats, but he's a master of all kinds of sciences, and whilst not the biggest nerf, could have been better in the movies. Later done, goodbye.